Charlotte is opening up about a character change, so we'll see what's that about. We'll also check out what's up with CM Punk and more. Starting things off with CM Punk. CM Punk has quietly vanished from television over the last month. His most recent appearance was on the Raw after WrestleMania, where he appeared to be in good spirits despite losing the World Heavyweight Championship. And that same segment also foreshadowed and teased a future showdown with Cody Rhodes as well, with CM Punk saying that he'll stay ready for the next world title opportunity, while looking directly at Cody's title. And Cody simply responded by telling Punk to just say when and the match will happen. CM Punk has not been seen since that segment with Cody Rhodes on the April 20th edition of Raw. Now well over a month since CM Punk's last appearance, making it his longest break from television in quite some time. Punk was also in the headlines recently for some of his previously scheduled appearances on WWE's upcoming tours, also being cancelled. Punk was previously advertised to appear during some late overseas shows in late May and early June, but was pulled from all of those shows just recently. Reports claim that Punk's removal is not due to any injuries or anything dramatic at all. It's reportedly just a scheduling adjustment there that was being handled. CM Punk was pulled from those overseas shows, but as of this very moment, he's still being advertised for the June 15th and June 22nd editions of Raw. Of course, the cards are always subject to change at any moment, but as of this very moment, it appears that CM Punk will be regularly appearing on Raw again, at least by mid to late June. So we're right around 2 to 3 weeks away from potentially seeing CM Punk back on Raw again, as long as there's no more further schedule adjustments. If Punk does return in late June, that means he would be fresh off a 2-month hiatus. So he'll be well rested and ready to go for the road to SummerSlam. As far as what CM Punk will be doing in June and for the rest of the summer once he's back, that appears to be the exciting part there, that it's a complete mystery. Considering that he'll be coming off of a hiatus, the slate will be wiped clean for CM Punk. He doesn't really have any issues going on with anyone at the moment. Sure, the Cody stuff was teased before he left, but it seems like that's more of a WrestleMania 43 possibility instead of a Summer 2026 possibility. But then again, you never know, maybe they decide to use that matchup even earlier. So outside of that teaser, Punk has no other ongoing issues at the moment. The feud with Roman Reigns picking up again is a possibility, but if Punk isn't getting the title back, there really doesn't appear to be any reason to start up that feud again and drag it on for months. So that's why the assumption here is that CM Punk could be starting up something brand new and fresh once he's back. As long as it's not against the Vision as well, because we saw lots of that already in 2025. But just a brand new feud and brand new program heading into the summer months will be nice and refreshing to see for CM Punk. He's scheduled for those mid-June episodes of Raw, but we of course still don't know how he will be written back onto television. Will he just appear randomly for a promo segment? Will someone call him out? Will he save someone? Lots of possibilities there, but it appears that whatever brings CM Punk back to Raw will happen here in the coming weeks, because he's still advertised for those mid-June editions of Monday Night Raw. So keep your eyes out for CM Punk's return here in a few weeks, and we'll have to see what feud and program he gets into coming fresh off that hiatus. During a recent interview with Ringer Wrestling, Charlotte Flair revealed her personal pitch to the company for how she wanted to change everything for her early 2025 return. Charlotte Flair had this to say about what she originally wanted to do for her return, coming off of the torn ACL. Quote, "I really wanted to come back different from the knee injury. Like, I did this whole pitch where I wanted to come back with dark hair and the black robe and be the dark evil queen. And that obviously did not happen, because I was like, when you think of the name Flair, it's synonymous with blonde. So how could I come back? Who's to say I won't do that later down the road? But I really tried to change the robe, so you just didn't get classic Charlotte," end quote. Obviously, they did not end up going with Charlotte's idea, but it sounds like she was cooking up something exciting and fresh there. It does seem like that different character direction would have gave some new life to Charlotte's presentation for that return. With Charlotte's 2025 return, she was coming off of a very lengthy time away from the company due to that knee injury. She missed the entirety of 2024, so it had been such a long time that she had last been seen that maybe taking her character in a whole new route would have been the perfect route, especially if she made her return unannounced and she just had the dark hair, dark robe, and an entire dark character to match with the new look. Charlotte absolutely would have been the talk of the town coming off of that return, since it's so drastically different than any of her previous characters and presentations. it would have insanely caught everyone's attention and interest. And the story could have been there to support that character change as well. Maybe the story could have been that Charlotte went through this entire transformation because of her struggling with that knee injury, how it kept her away for the entire year. Maybe all things considered, they really made Charlotte enter a brand new dark mindset for her character and persona. It would have been extremely interesting and fresh, and no doubt her character would have had so many layers to really dive into if she returned like that. Obviously, they did not go with her idea, and she instead came back as her usual self and won the Royal Rumble on her first night back, and there was instant pushback and rejection from the crowd. And a lot of fans still say that how Charlotte's 2025 return was handled and the booking around it really sabotaged a potential babyface return run for Charlotte. On her first night back in over a year, she was booked into a world title match at WrestleMania, and the fans were booing Charlotte right away because of that. So if the booking was different, and maybe if they did let Charlotte tap into her Dark Queen idea, maybe she really could have had a huge babyface return run in early 2025. But Charlotte still ended up teaming with Alexa in summer 2025, and that worked to turn Charlotte babyface. What's also intriguing is what else Charlotte said there, that she might have not brought out the Dark Queen idea for her 2025 return, but she kept the door open to potentially debut that persona sometime down the road. When Alexa and Charlotte originally first started teaming up, exactly what Charlotte was discussing there for the Dark Queen persona is what everyone was theorizing about. How maybe Alexa could use her dark and evil ways to slowly transition Charlotte Flair into being an evil and twisted version of her Queen character. That was a huge fan theory in 2025. And now here's Charlotte saying that it's something she actually really wants to do. And hopefully it is something we get to see down the line, because it would be exciting for sure. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.